Have you or your spouse ever been bothered by painful sex? Did it catch you by surprise? Did you know what to do about it? Well, that's what we're talking about today. Hi, I'm Mary Whitman Ortiz, Christian relationship coach and sex educator. And on this channel, I help you to overcome sex and intimacy struggles by providing communication and connection tips. So if you're new here, we invite you to subscribe and click that notification bell. So today we're talking about painful sex, what you can do with it. Actually, I'm going to give you a guide to overcome painful sex. And here's the first thing that you need to consider. You need to determine why you're having pain, because knowing your why will also tell you what the treatment needs to be. These are some of the things you need to be aware of and see, hey, is this what's going on in my life? And my first category for you is female health issues, just women's health in general, because women go through so many things in their entire lifetime, and any one of these could actually cause painful sex. Are you on your period? Are you on birth control pills? Have you been using an IUD? Have you gone through childbirth? Are you breastfeeding? Have you had a miscarriage? Have you gone through an abortion? Are you going through menopause? All of those are seasons in women's health and could cause painful sex. There's just so many natural things there. There are also medical conditions that may be causing painful sex. Endometriosis, a vaginal infection, vaginismus, a painful bladder syndrome, vaginal atrophy, pelvic floor dysfunction. And since those are all medical conditions, they probably have to be diagnosed by a medical professional. Maybe there are some emotional issues you're going through, and you may say, well, gosh, Mary, if it's an emotional issue, why does it cause pain in my body? Well, emotions are stored in the body, and that tension alone could cause a tightening in the vaginal walls, which makes sex painful. So these emotional issues are stress, anxiety, sexual abuse, trauma from past experiences, and even your current relationship if it feels like it's under pressure. So I hope that this is answering some questions for you. If you're getting value, would you give me a thumbs up, please? All right, one more thing for you. This is just my second thing for you. Your next step. What do you need to do? Seek professional help. It's a problem when we don't. That's a whole nother video. But seek professional help. Now, after you've done that assessment from the list that I gave you, that absolutely will help you have great information to give to your medical practitioner. They want to know what the symptoms are. So when you have a list of that, that's going to help so much. They also need to know the time frame. How long have you been experiencing pain during sex? And for it to be considered chronic, it has to be persistent or reoccurring for 6 months. Now, I want you to do things before 6 months, but that is one of the benchmarks in the medical profession so that they know a treatment type for you then. Okay, now my third step. And really, you can do all of these steps at the same time, but my third step is talk to your spouse. Now, men can have painful sex too. Also, another video. But husbands won't know if their wife is having painful sex unless she tells him, unless she communicates that. He may be thinking, this is amazing, this is wonderful. He may be bewildered by what she's experiencing. So he's not a mind reader. Please, 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 gently tell him what you're experiencing. That way he can be on board and he can help you. Some situations can be fixed easily with just extra rest. Wow, we are such a fast-paced society, you know? So extra rest can go a long way just for your body in general. More kindness in your relationship. Hey, if you know love languages, this is definitely a time to put them into practice. And from a practical point of view, extra lubrication, trying different positions for intercourse, increasing your foreplay activities time, making sure that your sexual preferences are being met so that your interest and desire level is there. We are, I always say, spirit, soul, and body the way that God made us, and we want all parts of our being to enjoy this wonderful experience that God designed. So you have to do a little bit of detective work, but I believe that this list will help you. And I just invite you to answer in the comments. Have you ever experienced pain during sex, and what did you do about it? Now, do you need to know more about intimacy, how to have healthy intimacy? Well, I invite you to download my free app, Limitless Intimacy. I call it marriage tips at your fingertips. There's videos, there's conversation starters, there's an ebook. I mean, there's a lot going on there, and it's updated weekly. That's all for you. Thanks so much for tuning in, and remember, God's design for sexual wholeness in marriage is fulfilling and thrilling intimacy.